Hey guys, it's RBooth Gaming here today, and we're doing 6 tips and tricks for Team Deathmatch in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Enjoy. Okay, the first step is picking the right weapon for you. So the one I chose was the NV4 Exalted, which is the common variant of it, because it has a special perk called Stockpile, which increases ammo capacity. And this stacks with extended mags to ensure maximum bullets, and you don't have to reload as often, so you can stay in the fights as long as possible. So at the perks for this, I have for a Scout Hybrid, because you can have a long range scope, and then you can hold down Y to toggle to a mid-range to short distance scope, so it's an awesome scope. Also, I have extended mags, which stacks with Stockpile, time as money. You don't have to reload as often. And then most importantly, it's a must-have the suppressor, because you're invisible on the radar when you use it, so it's good for stealth and sneaking behind enemy lines. Must-have. And then for the perks, another must-have is Ghost, because you're invisible to the UAV and radar pings. Also for stealth. It's very good in Team Deathmatch. And then an option is Dexterity, which makes you reload and switch weapons faster. It's very useful, but optional. And then Hardline is what I choose for perk 2, which makes kill streaks are easier to obtain, but that's always a choice. And then in this clip, I don't have a perk 3, so I don't have enough room, but if you want to, go right ahead. Okay, and the second tip for Team Deathmatch is picking the appropriate score streaks for you. So my first one was the UAV, which reveals enemy location on the minimap. So with Hardline, you only need 4 kills to get it. It's very important since the minimap is essential to good gameplay. Secondly, I have a drone package, which is a random drop, which worked out successfully in this clip because I got 3 drone packages of a Warden, a Thor, and an Apex 3X, which are very high kill streaks, so that was very lucky. And if you don't want the drone package, you have a counter UAV, which is also very important in Team Deathmatch. Then there's a third one, the highest kill streak I used was a Warden. But if you don't want to use a Warden, use a Thor or Apex 3X, whatever one you want. Just as long as it's reasonable and practical. You should be able to get each of these kill streaks at least once per game, and if you can't, then you should probably move to a lower kill streak. And the third tip for Team Deathmatch is knowing the spawns of the map. Enemies in Infinite Warfare usually tend to spawn in groups of 2 to 3. So you should use your suppressor to stay off the radar, sneak around them so they don't know where you are at all times. Because of this, also constantly check your back and all your sides, because after you kill somebody, his buddy might be right next to him ready to kill you. Just constantly be aware of your surroundings. And if you use your movement, like sliding and jumping, you're a harder target to hit. So doing that always, it's a great bonus. Helps out the gameplay a lot. And the fourth tip is map knowledge. So if your goal is to have a bigger KD, then you should stay around the edge of the map and avoid the hot spots or the middle of the map where most of the conflict occurs. So here's a clip in the same map, Frost, of the hot spot and better ways to use it to your advantage. Okay, so this is the hot spot on the map, Frost. I'm right in the middle of it, so I'm very open, and there's a lot of different doorways where the enemy can come in and kill me. So this is a very bad strategic spot to be during the hot spot. So a better opportunity, instead of being up on top of here, is to try to go into a corner. Less ways to die. The enemy can only come from behind me, one direction, not 10 directions. It's a lot more strategic spot. Or over here, it's also a pretty good spot. There's one on the other side of the hot spot. You can camp by those like walking drone guys right here. That's a great spot. You can see most of the map of the area, but you don't have as many spots of the enemy finding you. Alright, and the fifth tip is when and when not to reload. So for example, you don't reload after every kill because, like I said earlier, they usually tend to spawn in groups of 2 or 3. So after you kill one, there's usually 1 or 2 behind him. So don't reload right away or else you'll be caught in their fire. So get to cover and then reload. Also, if you want to not reload as often, use extended mags like recommended so you have more bullets. And then also use dexterity, which helps reload faster. Alright, and the sixth and last tip for Team Deathmatch is using the correct combat rig. For me personally, I like the Warfighter rig. because of its payload and its trait. The Warfighter's main payload is the Claw, which is a very powerful burst weapon. Shaped like a V, it gets kills almost instantly and almost guaranteed kills. Also, its main trait that I like the most is Ping, which when you get a kill, it activates a mini-map ping of the enemy's location. So I personally like these abilities, I'm very comfortable with them. So just pick whatever combat rig you're most comfortable with, and it'll do great. Okay, just to recap the video. So first, pick the right weapon for you. Number 2, pick the correct score streaks, like what I did, a UAV, care package, and Warden. Third, know about the spawns, like they spawn in groups of 2 or 3. Be prepared for that. 4, map knowledge. Look out strategic spots in the hotspot, don't stand in the middle, be smart about it. 5, when to and to not reload. Like don't reload after every kill. Go to cover and then reload. Then finally, pick the whatever rig you feel most comfortable with. And for me, that was the Warfighter. You guys can finish watching this video. I went 33 and 10, so that's pretty good for me. But that's it for me now, so thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe for more. Thanks.